Two trips in one day. We are on our way. We're almost there. Richie KNUCKLEZ Arcade is 600 feet away, according to the computing device. There it is.
Flemington's best kept secret.
Packed. And tonight, guys, is the podcast. So we had Jersey Jack this afternoon, and now we have the podcast for tonight. We are getting here in plenty of time. And Richie has promised us pizza. But if you watched the earlier video...
You had enough pizza.
Let's go in. Well, Frank, here we are. And look, I can't miss those letters from the street. And are you still here?
I'm always here.
Do you ever go home?
No, not really.
He never goes home, Frank.
You had all these video games. Would you go home?
Well, we're going to check header glasses and pictures to make sure they're in focus. We're gonna put you through hell tonight, and everything better work. Before I go in, is there anything not working you'd care to tell us?
Just the protocol.
Well, that's the one I wanted to play.
Well, I broke it just because I knew you wanted to play
I wanted to play that. There better be pizza in here.
It's coming. It's in the
Coming? Oh, it's in here.
Yes.
Ooh, we're gonna get it when it's fresh, Frank. Okay, I'll take the steak, pizza, and the broccoli pizza. Just two. Well, do you think he's going to open the door and let us in?
Did you pay your $10 admission?
Oh, no. Richie says I'm free.
Yes, sure, you're free.
You said you had to pay for me.
Oh, now look. There it is.
What luck, a parking place, the motorist pot of gold. Not everyone has a spot to park in.
You'll never find a pot of gold anywhere. Game plan. Look. Leaf switch joystick, and you won't be seeing it. But you are going to be seeing a lot of other stuff as we walk through the door. And we do have a crowd, don't we? Metallica still playing. He hasn't built the Discitron. He's got the side pieces. Look. Remember he made them at our place, cutting it from our original game? That's a project. Look, he's got the... I think Ed is crazy. Got a beautiful picture of this Terminator. Look at the color on that. That is gorgeous. He set it up because tonight we have a surprise. You're going to see a clip we filmed. That's right. We made a special clip. There's the Wizard of Oz you saw Richie get earlier at Jersey Jack. David, you did come.
I did come.
Okay, now.
Yes.
This is the Dave Cubert you all heard about. And Mom came. And the good news is the pizza is on its way.
Pizza.
That's surprise. And we're going to stuff it.
That's good stuff.
We love pizza.
Yes, we do. I can eat pizza.
Isn't that a beauty? The beautiful Wizard of Oz. See that great topper up there? Isn't that nice? This is the green edition. And this is a one-of-one limited special edition just for Richie. Just for Richie.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what are you doing here? Do it direct.
Oh, yeah.
No. It's oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Got it? Germany. And I can order one.
There's Richie getting ready to get this
order like 4 or 5.
the show on the road.
And then, once I get them in and just
we're all
make sure
excited
that my
and
design works, then I'll put in a final order.
Okay.
And get a big batch and then we'll have them ready.
What do I smell, David?
A lot of food. Italian eats.
And it better be good, young man.
Italian eats like Rocky.
He's getting the television sets ready.
Pins, I actually just use them.
You know, you can always use the Defender if you need another TV. And how come that Mario Brothers marquee is out?
Have you had a lot of people play?
I'm gonna play one flip.
to introduce our first guest of the night. All right? Here it goes. Let me get it on. I'm gonna get it on.
You're gonna make the picture bigger.
That's not it. Where's it called? I'm not doing so good. Hold on, we'll break with you. Still learning this crap. All right. Web
Hopefully
show.
you're gonna make it full screen, young
Here we
man.
go. It is full screen, fool. All right, you ready? Here it goes.
Anybody see Todd? We have several thousand machines. Richie's not a threat to my business. He's a threat to his own business.
Don't restore old video games. It's just we differ on the aesthetics.
Well, I'll show you what I got for you. Look at this Donkey Kong. 35 years old, and it is beautiful.
The only thing, of course, you know what's bothering me is the white buttons. The original Donkey Kong came with orange and then 2 blues.
You can change certain elements of the game, it's fine.
I love the guy, but some of the things he does to the machines, to me, is sacrilege. Did you put a new power supply in it?
Yes. Oh, don't tell me you're keeping the old crapo 35-year-old power supply. Richie, listen, you've got to make these things last.
Todd here,
Stuff he'll
Frank
take out and
here,
throw away and put
and
new. I'll go
we
pick
bring
that stuff
another
up out of the dumpster and bring it back
You stay
home and
up there,
rebuild
get
it.
another
Oh my
stool.
God, what's that white
You guys will be my
monstrosity?
co-hosts,
What's
so
that
you guys stay
thing?
on the outside and come me
Customer
out.
asked me to paint this Nintendo cabinet white.
Well, it's kind of sad.
Customer? Always right, Richie. Richie, we gotta knock some sense into that head of yours. You're gonna have to do something, or you're gonna be out of business.
There is a big difference in our business model. I gotta find a happy medium. I gotta figure something out so that I can still keep my purest values, churn out Michelangelos, and still make a profit.
He doesn't get real soon. His game over light is gonna be
Get on there.
early away.
There it is.
Everybody, introducing
There it
Todd
is.
Tucky and Frank Lindenmuth. Come on, boys.
Come on up.
So did you guys like
And now you saw it. I'm playing the antagonist. Well, we filmed it both ways, didn't we?
Yeah. That's yours, Frank. Right there.
Can I sit on the?
Yes, the Richie crumbs.
So we're here at the arcade. We're trying to
And I'm filming at the same time, and we got lots of viewers. Look.
talk without getting interrupted, and we're here to celebrate the Kong Off 4, the completion of the Kong Off 4 in such a great success. Everybody, right? Yeah, fantastic. That's why we're here. One of the main reasons. And we're also here
Just hold it.
to bring Todd on, and he and I are going to talk about some stuff that we're doing. And Frank is Todd's right-hand man.
And left.
And Todd has always been just one of those guys that in front of a camera are hysterical and a lot of fun. And Frank has always
That's what
been.
I am?
You're fun and hysterical, yeah. And Frank has always been behind the camera, but now it's time to get Frank out in front of the camera
Frankie.
because he's a star. Look at him! Look at this guy. He's so
He
cute.
comes up with all these great jokes. Ow! Ow! There goes the mouse.
What's the
Wired was 1994.
Yeah, I don't like wireless.
He comes up with all these. Frank, as you know, comes up with all these terrific puns. There's
Yeah,
no
give me 1
script.
minute, okay?
We kind of go. We kind of go.
You want to
as
go
we
on the air and talk with us?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you to my girlfriend and put you on the speakers. Hold on
Oh,
1 second. We'll
she's
talk to Todd.
She's holding the camera.
If
and
you
she's
could
great.
plug in the speakers, and this is important.
And now Obi is now filming. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
This is last minute stuff. So.
What do you mean last minute?
Well, no, I expected Frank to film, so we didn't.
Frank's not filming anymore. He quits.
He quits.
Oh, Frank.
He's not quit. He's not filming anymore. He's beyond that now.
Well, you know, I could give him the Mr. Spacely fire. You're fired!
And that's from what? What's that from?
The Flintstones.
Not from the Flintstones. I know that one.
Listen, the Jetsons ran for 1 season and got canceled for low ratings.
This was weak.
season than you've had.
24 episodes is all the Jetsons was on in 1964, and it was canceled, and everybody still remembers it.
I don't.
Then
Thanks to
came back for 2 seasons. They made 2 new seasons.
Laid it out.
What, honey? Yeah, put it on the speaker, and if you would bring it over to the speakers near the camera, and we'll try to talk to Dan from Project Pinball. You guys know Dan?
Everybody knows Dan, right?
Introduce him for those of us who don't.
Go ahead.
This is Dan, and Dan has a organization that is called Project Pinball, and if you don't know what Project Pinball is a really wonderful organization that brings pinball machines to hospital rooms for sick children, as well as just spreading the love of pinball. Dan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, so we're trying to get you through the speakers. Is it going through the speakers, hon? Because it didn't sound like it.
No, hold on.
All right,
She's
hold
working
on.
on it.
We're working on it. We were late to get here because
Try
of.
again.
Did I tell you I got a new Wizard of Oz today?
A ruby. No, a green edition.
Emerald.
Emerald edition.
Emerald edition.
One of one.
A beautiful emerald, and it's a 1 of 1. I showed a
Volume, baby.
picture of that earlier.
That's beautiful.
1 of 1.
All right, Dan, talk for me, pal.
Okay, well,
There we go.
I'm glad to be here.
Seawolf.
Well, do me a favor. Tell everybody what Project Pinball is all about.
Well, you did a good job. That was a good segue into what we do. We're a 501c3 charity, not for profit. I am actually the founder and senior director, and I am the first volunteer. I put in 80 hours plus every single week, and I don't pull anything out of the charity because I believe in what we do. What we actually do is we put pinball machines in children's hospitals, like you were saying, in the family room to give access to something new and exciting for these kids that are going through, these troubling times in their life. I mean, I've seen kids that are going through leukemia, and they're hooked up to all these machines, and they can still get out and be excited and stand in front of a pinball machine and just have fun with it. So we're bringing a little bit of joy that they can use. And when the kids aren't there with their parents might sneak in and actually play the machines too. Sometimes they've undergone treatment that the parents can't be in the room, so they're climbing the walls. So they're looking for something to do, and they see a pinball machine over there, and guess what? They start playing as well. So we found out that it's very therapeutic and dynamic in those areas. And I know everybody wants to know how many hospitals are we in now. We're actually in 15, and we got another 5 to 6 hopefully ready by the end of the year, before Christmas. So we're hoping to be, around 21, 22 machines in by the end of the year.
Well, I have nothing but great ideas and excitement for this project. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I know guys like Todd, he would definitely donate games, and I will donate games, and I'm sure there's other collectors that would be happy to donate games to get this project off the ground.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, getting it organized. There's going to be a lot of people approaching and saying, how can I help? And we need to give that information back to them and say, here's how we start, and here's the next step that needs to be taken. That way, you don't get stressed out. Because, again, I'm based out of Florida, Fort Myers, Florida, and people say, well, how are you a local community in my backyard? And then we go through it, and they're like, oh, okay, cool. They know that they want to share their passion, like we talked about earlier, with maybe the next generation or this captive audience, and they want to share that, and at the same time, they can start to see the benefits of providing this entertainment in that setting as well. So they want to get involved, and ignite that fire to do something good. So I think this is cool that, we're talking tonight, getting the idea out there, and, have people start contacting us and start collecting names and, where they're located, and see what hospitals are in those areas as well.
All right, I'm going to do that just right this second. Anybody that's out there watching and wants to get involved in Project Arcade / Project Pinball, send an email to sales@richieknuckles.com and we will start taking down your name, taking down your information. If anyone wants to donate, we're going to set up a PayPal account for that and get started and start getting these kids some arcade games, just as many as pinball. Dan, thank you for coming on with us tonight and announcing this great news. We're really excited.
Thanks, Dan.
No problem.
Todd, what have you been doing behind my back here? Have you been keeping everybody at bay?
Your R button is broken.
It's not broken, it's missing. Hey, everybody, does this look like an R button is broken? Or does it look like it's missing? That's just, it's gone.
Why? You're loaded with money.
You want to? I'm loaded with money. Money, my ass. You want to know? That's either Emma or Faithy peeling the keys. Was it Emma on this one?
No.
I guess it was Faithy.
That was
It was you?
It was you.
That wasn't me. I don't pick at the keyboard. Look at her. She's picking on her right now.
That was you trying to fix it, and it.
Whatever.
Blaming your poor little girl.
So Todd has been talking some smack on me. Is that true?
That's a lie.
I don't think you would do that.
And they wanted to know why you don't have a Seawolf.
Rob says you were pushing sales.
Point the camera. He's got a Seawolf right
Who's
there.
pushing sales?
Obi, there's the Seawolf. Now look, turn the camera to show this. There's a Seawolf. He's got a Seawolf.
Hey, we can just set that.
Oh, somebody's missing the K on the keyboard. Well, it's hard to type and toddle this keyboard in your
That's
lap.
good enough.
There's the Seawolf
right there.
Seawolf.
You can
see Wolf.
You see it for yourself.
Seawolf.
DJ G Wolf.
Captain's fantastic.
Thank you, boss.
And I'll swap it for movie posters.
Slightly folded.
Roll.
So I'm going to ask you guys out there in TV land. Rudy will not stop pestering me, saying he's got to come on and make an announcement. Do I let him come on or do I not let him come on?
Let's see. Well, Frank.
So let's see what the votes are. Do I let Rudy come on or not? He wants to say something.
We should see the thumbs up and thumbs down.
Yeah, either thumbs up or thumbs down, and we'll see if he comes on. It could be entertaining. You never know.
I see three.
Let's see it. We see hell no, no,
Okay, hell no.
no.
Let him
All right, we got one let him on. So we got about 4 no's and 1
there's-
yes.
Okay, 1 nose, 3 no's. Give him 2 minutes.
No, Mitch is no. No, no,
Watch-
no.
watch the
We got
Seawolf.
1 yes.
Type in TNT Amusements Seawolf and you'll understand.
Oh god, it's like a.
Let him speak. Let him speak. I
Let
don't
him
know.
Speak for 2 minutes.
This is like,
2
yeah.
minutes
Frank
is
needs
a
a
good
raise.
idea.
Frank definitely needs a raise.
Don't listen to Rob.
Yeah.
Rob
Yeah.
just loves stir pot, so.
All right. So what you guys
If we
watch?
sell the show, Richie.
Yeah.
If we sell the show, I'll give
So-
him a raise.
So if we
Yeah.
sell the show, we'll
You
get a
can,
raise.
you
You
can
hear
open my
that? You hear
coffin
that?
and put all the money in there. That's what I'll be by the time you get the show.
So we played you a little clip of something that Todd and I have been working on. We're working on a TV show, and I don't know if you could tell, but it's
Really well edited, really well produced. And look, I think it works. I'm playing the mean guy.
Yeah,
You
he's
do that all day anyway. What difference does it make? Just being yourself.
He's acting.
Here, watch. Richie,
Acting.
are you stupid? Don't you know how to run a business? What's wrong with you? Come on. You don't understand. That's part 1, and part 2 is
here.
Richie.
Here.
We're the greatest friends.
Oh, we are
have
definitely
such a
the greatest
good
friends.
time.
All right.
You are so smart.
Zoom in
you
on
are
this
like
for
the
me.
greatest thing.
Yeah, I know that, and we love each other.
And come on, I mean, we love this business together. Together we'll make a
Real close,
fortune.
Ethan. We will.
So, which approach do you like? They like the anger approach better.
Well, then they also want a really risky type part of the show where we curse a lot and we get drunk. Remember?
Well,
People want to get drunk, and like
we
that.
have kids watching.
So that's why we can't do that. Yeah, and then there was that one episode that you and I were smoking cigarettes. Remember that? You
and,
want
the, and the is that What you want an Alvin and the Chipmunks here?
Yeah, he look said, what are you doing that little thing?
Were you waiting to do that? You waited all day.
You know where I got this thing?
You're down at leathermen.com.
You know what we had this thing that was used to be called. We called it the the Richie Knuckles Invitational, and we'd have everybody at my house. So we had probably around 100 people one year, and everybody left. And that next morning, that was sitting on my kitchen table. It was just sitting on my kitchen table like that.
What were
just
you
like that.
doing last?
Just like that. It was just sitting on my kitchen table.
And did Faithy see it?
No, she was too young. She was too young. Yeah. Yeah, but I thought, you know, and it's been part of the show for the longest time, so we had to bring it back.
And you brought it back on me.
Well, come on, you're a good sport. You can't do that stuff with this guy or that guy over there. You can't do that. See, he gets all upset. I just said he can't tease him. He gets upset.
We can't see David.
All right, yeah, show Dave.
Bring.
Oh yeah.
DJ D! Oh yeah!
Yeah, there's a delay, of course.
Oh yeah.
No, it's the other way. You want to turn the Yeah, good. I think
We're good.
We're good. We're good. You got it. It's just you got to remember there's a delay on that.
Well,
That's
long
why.
delay.
Yeah, it's a long delay. It's a long delay. All right, so Todd is one of the guys that has been out there for years and years and years. His YouTube videos get so many hits.
I'm about to get 10,000 viewers.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Subscribers.
We knew what you meant.
Right.
And anytime
The old timers.
I come to Todd's place, he always gets me somehow on camera, and we do a lot of green screening. And I have to admit, the next day I get like 10 to 20 Facebook requests. You know, people want to be friends. So I really appreciate all the promotion that you do for me. So once I was contacted after the King of Arcades came out to do this TV show, I instantly called him up and said, hey, you want to come on and be part of this thing? And he was like, yeah, let's rock it out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
And you saw how well it looks. The show looks terrific.
I'm gonna show you another clip. This is one of my favorite clips as well.
Clip.
Whoa.
Okay,
More clips.
Sorry about that.
I didn't do it.
What's wrong with the clips?
Can you go
Ed
on
did it.
their screen over there and get close to it so they can see it? The clips are not available online. So you guys are getting a nice early event of some of the footage we shot. We should mention, Richie, we shot footage here at your arcade, and we did both takes. You know, me walking around saying, I'm going to get even with him. Who does he think he is? And then we did the happy stuff. So, you know, some reality show, huh? Well, no, go ahead. There we go.
They're diamonds in the rough. This
You have to
one right
get
here,
closer
this
to
was
hear the
top dollar,
sound.
if it was in great shape. Richie needs to take the arcade to the next level. When I set out in this business, there was two things I could have done. I could have done quality or quantity. I chose quality. Have I paid a price for that? Yeah! Every month, we struggled to cover the bills. Come on,
So how'd you like it? Was that cool or what? That part when the game falls off the back. That
And
part.
the camera
one of my
just
favorites.
happened to be running at the time, didn't it?
Well, it's all acting. It's definitely acting. You know.
It was all set up. We had this. Oh man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We're spoiling this for everybody. They're all going to think it really happened, that the game actually fell off by accident.
I
Yeah.
hope there wasn't anything in it.
No, that was all fake. That was all fake. I would never do that.
He did a good job of acting though. Ah!
Kicking the dirt to the fence.
And the defense kicking. I like that.
Yeah, Sarah's little boy, he's 4. He's my little guy. His name's Lucas, and he's really into the arcade. He builds arcade games at home, and
he likes
I
it.
just
Show
bought him.
Sarah.
I just
Hope
bought
he should.
this is Sarah, and
That's Sarah.
her
That's
son.
Rich's new beauty.
And Sarah's son
He's very
Lucas
nice.
is so funny. And after I played him that clip for how many days? All he does is run around the house going nah, and kicking the ground like he wants to just imitate
But
what
we
we
do want to try to keep the show clean for family.
Yeah.
Children are watching.
Yeah.
Children
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah. Yo, my friend, Mr. Lojudice's on. You got to meet him.
What name is it? Is it McFresh?
No, Lojudice.
Oh, I see it
Vince.
now.
He's a really good guy. He's one of my friends. Yeah, we'll show some moobs if you want.
Oh,
You want to
wait
see
a
some
minute, wait a
moobs?
minute.
See some moobs?
Show turn the camera on Sarah. The other, no, not my camera. That one here, real quick.
can't wait to
Oh no,
watch
they
that.
want to see you.
Let's watch
Real quick. Say hi. That's Sarah. Okay. Yeah, I realize we're filming with my camera.
That was a good
We're
one.
watching the delay here.
Yeah, we're watching the delay. That was a good one. Yeah.
Oh!
Careful, Richie. I can throttle.
I know.
I may be 60 years
Now
old.
we have an
but-
official cameraman.
Now we have to point
Got
out
Frank's
Obi
job.
is working the camera. I'm selling Obi a Cyberknife next week. He was down for the Flash Gordon, and he heard about Richie's podcast tonight, and he drove the longest. 3 hours?
3 hours.
From Connecticut.
Me and my friends behind me.
There they go. They came from Connecticut.
Well, we might as well introduce them since we, we're talking about them. So introduce yourself.
Gotta get up there.
Introduce yourself. Right on.
Dragos.
Troigos?
Dragos.
Dragos?
Yeah.
Where you from?
Romania.
Romania. Very cool.
Thank you.
Yes, and who's this guy?
Donnie.
Donnie. Donnie.
And
What's that?
Ducky239, basically my game.
That's cool.
Online
cool.
game name.
Cool. So I'm gonna interview you guys for a second, all right? Drago, we'll hold out for 1 second. All right, we're right back. You can stay on camera, but these are, what's up with the TNT amusement shirts?
Huge
Todd.
paid us $50 each.
Todd, and he gets
Wear
a
these.
discount, right, on his
Yeah.
cyber, what'd you say?
Cyberknife.
Cyberknot, yeah.
Very rare pinball.
Oh, he's wearing one too. Look
Yes,
at
but Jersey Jack signed it earlier.
this. In the music business?
No, Jersey Jack. Where you
Well, I'm
were
telling you,
the
in the
other day.
music business, when a guy wears his own T-shirt, he's called that guy.
Yeah, but I'm wearing Jersey Jack's.
Yes, he is.
And he pulled the pen out. Now, I thought maybe I didn't. I did bring my card and a pen to sign. I should have signed Jersey Jack. I should have. Everybody at home is like going nuts now. You're spinning the camera.
Yeah, we're
around.
dizzy. We're getting them dizzy. Right now, we're trying to make everybody get sick.
This
How do
is
you
what
like
it's
that?
like at
Is
the
there a better
arcade
way
and
to do
acid.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. You know what? This would be a better idea, right? Now we'll probably spin.
Let's see.
Oh my
There we
word.
go.
Oh, to answer who the Seawolf guy is, you have to watch the YouTube video we made. Seawolf Part 1, Seawolf Part 2, TNT Amusements. Just put that on the search engine, and then you will know who the Seawolf guy is. And then
What?
you
Yeah.
will
What is the
understand.
Seawolf thing all about? Why don't you explain it?
We did in the other one. A guy left a message on my answering machine, the old cassette answering machine, back in 1986 or
Yeah, we'll get some tape.
87. That's how long it was. I found the cassettes. I still kept them. And the guy calls my tape and carries on a conversation where he actually asks questions about the Seawolf, and then he answers them. He provides the question and answers. And it's really terrific because he really wants a Seawolf, but he has no money. So he offers to swap me movie posters that are mint, primo, creme de la creme. As a matter of fact, Fred Schwemmer, who makes the Gottlieb reproduction boards, actually uses those same words on the boards. He actually silkscreened them right into the replacement boards. Creme de la creme. Primo. The movie posters are perfect, except they're all folded. They're folded in like 50 pieces. So if you unfold them, they may be mint, but you see all these fold marks. So that's the running gag. That's what it's all about. So if you want to listen to they're terrific commercials, they're terrific tape. Just go on YouTube. I don't know the numbers, but Seawolf Part 3, yes, I do have more footage, but I have no time to edit it. And yes, I movie posters, I don't collect movie posters. He thought I did. I'm not interested. I'm reading the comments that are popping up. So we do have some DVDs available. We actually just set up a site on my website, but it's not live yet. So we will be selling all kinds of DVDs soon. Frank, you're in charge of that. And
So I just wanted to show you guys something. I have been so crazy getting these marquees out. I ship out about 20 a day. So the people that are getting theirs on Monday, Ryan Beck, you're the best. Dan Petrelli, Brian Beck.
Christopher Boober.
Christopher Boobies. Whitney Roberts. Tony Caven. Bruce Barney. Stephen Malloy. Matt McCoffer. Falter. Sorry, Matt. Vincent Castilleja. Doesn't he play bass for Metallica? And Scott Mosey. And last but not least, Mark Gunther. They will go out Monday. So we're loving you guys. I got about 40 out so far, and I got another 30 to go. But just so if anybody out there is wondering where the marquee is, they're on the floor. All right.
They're going out though.
They're going out. They're making their way out. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. So the original plan today was for Frank, my ace. He was going to come out. He was going to help me with the pinball machines because I have to say, I had a friend of mine come to me and say, Richie, you're out traveling the world. You're out there doing all this stuff for the arcade world, but you're forgetting about your core business here at home. Your games don't work. People are complaining because Ed's a freak, and they really want you to get back there and fix all the games and kick Ed in the ass. So I said, all right, I'll come back, and I got all the video games done, but
Not all of them.
That's why I want to kick you in the ass.
Pot of gold.
And
pot of gold. That's not working. And the marquee is out on that Mario Brothers.
This guy is always whispering something about pot in my ear, and I keep telling him, just leave it alone.
It's an old
It's a
game
family
plan.
business.
Terrific little scene game plan arcade game. Very few exist. Where did you find it?
Michigan, the Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Yeah, a guy, Bradley Cooper. You know the actor Bradley Cooper? Got it from him. All right, so Frank was going to come out and help me do all the pinball machines in the back room. We were going to fix them all up. And then my mentor, other than this guy, my other mentor, other than Eugene Jarvis, my other mentor, Jersey Jack, how do you say, Guinary?
Jack Canary.
Canary, like canary but with a G. And Jack calls me up and says, I got your Wizard of Oz ready, come and get it. So I called Frank and said, Frank, let's go party down in Lakewood, right? So we said, screw it, screw him, screw him.
And we went.
We can work any other day.
What movie was that from? Anybody? Screw him, screw him.
People versus Larry Flynn.
No, I'll give you a hint. It was Anthony Hopkins. Come on, somebody tell me. Who is it? Screw him, screw him. Come on, Anthony Hopkins, come on.
Hannibal Lecter.
No, come on, somebody out there.
Not Thor.
No. Screw him, like this, right? Right, like this. His face was all messed up because he had a
Woody
stroke.
Harrelson does it.
And he's like this. Screw him! Screw him! What movie was that from? Come on. Yeah, I know you saw it. What movie was that? Come on. No, it's not Nixon. Come on, somebody look at my face. Yeah, he had a stroke. Yeah, come on. Come on.
Legends of the Fall.
Legends of the Fall. Thank you very much. Someone's got it.
I saw that movie.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins. That's after he had the
You were
stroke.
too focused on Brad Pitt.
Yeah, what?
Todd was all
Oh
focused
yeah,
on Brad
that's
Pitt.
right. You couldn't take your eyes off of Brad Pitt.
Oh, he's my lover.
That was a good one.
Legends of the Fall.
Yeah, very good. TJ, you got it.
You got it.
All right, so where were we? All right, so I was talking about Frank. Frank was going to help me fix all the pinball machines, and we still haven't fixed the pinball machines. But I'm promising everybody out there that comes here, we now have, I love doing this, we now have the Wizard of Oz, woo, thanks to Jack. Right there, it says his name right there, Jack Canary. Right there, with that beautiful Emerald edition, and look, it's a limited edition. Who's going to help me over here?
I can't.
Not touching electronics.
Yeah, don't touch it. All right. Look at this, guys. Look what that says. This is the Emerald Edition, limited edition, 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Look at that stuff. I'm actually thinking about ending the show early so I could play a few games. Wouldn't you think that? Want to quit? Want to end the show early so we could play some games?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's quit. All right, good night, everybody. It was a great show. No, I'm just kidding. So this is Ed. Ed the human kill screen right there. Ed is actually a really good guy. He, oh, someone turned off the sun. I did. He helps me out a lot, and he watches the arcade for me when I can't be here. But
I'm never here.
I'm here a lot.
Wait a minute, yeah, but that doesn't explain that sign. I think that's kind of neat, don't you?
Yeah, it's messed up.
Are you really crazy? He's
Turn it
been
on.
trying to- Well, the good news is I did have it. I filmed it earlier tonight, so we do have it on film. That is
I
Ed.
do work for him, so
You
gotta be
do,
a little crazy.
but I don't think he pays you, right?
Oh, explain to him how you get paid. You get paid royally, right?
In pizza. Slices. There it is. Now it's lit.
There
The
we
sign's
go.
now lit.
So I got this sign so I could, get everybody in the know. And that's the first thing that made it to the sign. We haven't done anything yet with it. Because he is loony. And there's his girlfriend. Even crazier. Alright, so back to this guy right here. Alright, so what are you doing here in
You know,
New
Ed,
Jersey?
it says here, I saw him kill Cubert live.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. We'll get back to that in a second.
Rich said that.
I want to talk to my friend here. So you're from Romania?
Yeah.
Yeah, how long have you been here?
She wants to play.
It's appropriate at this point.
Yeah, it's kind of like Romanian music.
Oh,
So what are you doing here in the US, buddy? Visiting? Cool, how do you like
There we
it?
go.
Pretty good.
Pretty good? You having a good time? Oh yeah, how long you been here?
That's the man.
Oh, since 2007? Oh, so you're not a foreigner or nothing like that? Oh, you're one of us. So again, today Todd and Frank and I and Sarah and a whole bunch of other people went down to Jersey Jack's.
Yeah, we did.
Yep, he had an open house and it was a lot of fun. And we didn't get to play Hobbit, did we?
No, there was a long line. There was only one Hobbit running, but it was neat to see the production line. And I'll have a video on the whole thing. I have an hour-long video we're going to post along with this one.
And it's going to be on the YouTube channel for TNT Amusements?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you can always do a link to yours too, Richie.
I will. I'm more of a Facebook guy, so as long as you post it on my Facebook thing, then I promote it. I push
Which
it.
I've done in the past.
Yeah, okay, good. Good. That's really
We
good.
had a lot of fun. Sarah was there, and there was lots of pizza.
Yeah, there's pizza here too.
And then we had the pizza mishap, didn't we?
I don't remember that.
Tower, where were you?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tower of
That's
Pizza.
right. Jersey
Some
Jack.
Jersey
Oh
Jack.
my God, Rudy. All right, give me the phone. Give me the phone. All right, don't.
Rudy?
Yeah, it's Rudy. Answer the phone, hon. Go ahead, answer it. All right, put him on.
Hello, Rudy?
He hung up. See, this guy is nuts. He got through and then he hung up. Turn down your radio. That's what Howard Stern used to say. WNBC.
Nice pot of gold it is.
WNBC. Do you remember that one bit? Keep it real up in the field, anybody remember that?
Keeping it real.
Yeah, but he used to. It was a guy they called not Big Black. Oh, King of All Blacks. And King of All Blacks, and he would always go, "Keep it real up in the field, aight?" Remember that? You don't remember that? You remember that one?
Yeah.
Remember that one? I do that pretty good, right?
Yep.
Keep it real up in the field, aight?
Hi.
Yeah. So where were we? Oh, I'm always over modulating. If you watch the Kong Off 4 DVD that we're putting out, I am always over modulating the microphone. They'll have somebody else talk, and then I'll talk, and it'll just be redlining. So I know I'm a loudmouth, and I project too loudly, and it's a problem of mine. Speaking of problems of mine, Ed, what happened now with the Cubert?
They want to know. People want to know what the Cubert.
Tell the story about the Cubert.
The original story?
Yeah, the original story.
The original story.
There's new players now that people don't. There's new people that watch it that don't know.
Basically, just it was late at night. It was Friday night. We were getting ready to leave, and George was getting annoyed by the other games. So I was gonna unplug them, but then realized that his game was plugged into the main. So I figured I have to unplug them one by one, and of course the first one I take was his.
Well, Richie, doesn't that necessitate in Here, and we can put the sound effect in later. So we do like this. And then we bring the camera in like this. Debbie Downer, see?
Don't shake the camera.
Ed actually did us all a favor when he unplugged that machine because, as a lot of people have seen, it got us in contact with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel did a really funny thing on George, and he put a before and after shot. And he put some handsome actor up, and then he's like, "This is what he looked like before he started playing Cubert." And then they put a picture of him, really, you know, what he looked like afterwards. This is what he looked like after playing Cubert, which was pretty humorous. That was good, and also he made a joke about the Cubert machine. Yeah, it was a good time.
How long was that again? It was like what?
40-something hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
40 hours.
Now, really, we were thinking, how did he go to the bathroom? Literally.
Oh, with Cubert, your man dies every 9 seconds. So if he...
You get a break.
What did you say?
In the coin slot?
In the coin slot. No, in the coin bucket.
Well, I actually had that happen in a swim club. And I had games outside in the swim club. And we came to collect the money, and it was a Robbie Roto cabaret. And they were peeing in the 2 coin slots. So we opened up the cash pan, the Black Valley cash pan, and it's full of water. I thought it was water. And I put my hand in it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we're talking about the Congo 4. We have a DVD coming out. Jeff Oler is producing that DVD. We have a lot of what would you call it? Interviews, behind-the-scene interviews, and fun stuff like that. Wes Copeland took the lead early and put up a score of 1,060,800.
900.
1,060,900
Yep.
to take the lead. The tie was the 800. That's right. And not only was that impressive, but you sat in a commentator booth and you had the headphones on and you were like John Madden of Donkey Kong. Everyone talks about how insanely good you were at your commentary. On my other side, this guy over here, this is Ethan Daniels.
You're still not all of it.
Ethan Daniels.
Lean in.
Sit on his lap.
He made top 8, baby. Yeah, he made the top 8.
He did.
Yep, the very end of the...
Ended like 12:30.
Yeah, why don't you tell your side of the story? I'm talking too much.
Well, I made last coin. I made it into the finals on the last coin of the night. It was pretty sweet. I was really tired. It was at the end of a 12-hour day. It was totally unexpected. And I got to play Sunday with guys that are much better than me for sure.
No, you have a different style. Not that they're better, just they're more consistent.
Yeah, fair
but
enough.
Not that they're better.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, hold on, Dave. Come on in. Come on in camera view here. Right. So Dave's got something to say. Okay, right here. Sit on the stool, right there. Everybody, you guys all know Dave. His famous line is, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
oh yeah, oh yeah." So what?
Oh yeah.
Now, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There you go. Right. So Dave watched the Congo 4 on the stream.
Yep.
Did you watch it?
I watched it from New York, actually.
From New York, live. It's Saturday night.
Yeah.
Why are you here? Why are you invited on such a prestigious web show?
Oh, well, I was invited by Richie.
Why though?
Because I'm the highest spirit gamer of the century.
Yeah, Dave is always in a good mood. Dave is always positive, always complimentary, always having fun.
I don't have my card on.
Always in a good mood. You don't have your trading card?
No,
He's got a trading card.
That guy gave him away. People want it.
They want him. I know. Yeah.
What's he most famous for?
Dave Gubernat is most famous for, I'd say, being the most cheerful guy on Facebook would be number 1.
Okay.
And number 2 would be for appearing, not physically appearing, but being mentioned in TNT videos.
Yes.
But there's something that led to that.
No.
Well, then spit it out.
The most famous thing is David has watched your movie how many times?
Like 900 times or more?
That's right, I forgot about that.
It's almost 1,000.
Yeah, but he's my friend now, and that, before I knew him and he just was a fan that liked the movie, then that was the important thing. Now that we're friends, that's not important anymore.
But David did confide to me that his most favorite parts of the movie are the 6 minutes I'm in.
When you guys are, in the same movie.
Yeah,
talking,
yeah.
Where's the check?
Yeah.
That new video you posted with the pinball.
Ethan just left.
And you were watching Jeanette Lee.
Jeanette Lee.
And you're on the other side.
Yeah.
I've never seen you so small before. It was so funny. I woke up this morning on the floor. You were like,
Hey, Dan.
I said, try to lose weight.
What's up, buddy?
Did you pick up how small?
With that program, you can
Dan
turn
Danger
yourself.
Life.
You can, of course, you can change the
So
size,
funny.
but you can also alter the 3D approach. So it's kind of fun playing with it.
Nice pin.
Yeah, I like playing with that.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're the best.
I am.
Yeah, you are.
Tell my wife.
Hello.
She's listening. Oh, where's your Wreck-It Ralph poster?
Right behind you.
No, why are you blind?
Oh, over here. That's not behind me. That's over to the side.
Dude, if you stand sideways, it's behind you.
They are making part 2 of Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, wait a minute. When I went to California,
Sideways, it's behind him.
I have guaranteed proof, or I can't show you, but I can tell you that none of the Fix-It Felix machines were
Gave you the wave
demolished.
there.
Everybody thought they were going to smash them all and put them away. All 30 of them are still intact. So he assured me. As a matter of fact, the guy that made the one, he has one of them in his house. And I'm going to assume they're going to keep them around because Wreck-It Ralph 2 is going to be made, or it might even be in production. So that's good news. That was a great show. That really was. Yes, there is a stomping here. And he actually has the foot pedals. Wait a minute. Since we're waiting for Richie. Here, look. Obi is filming now. Thank you, Obi.
You're welcome.
Look. Could it be the only set in America? It could be.
The dance pad?
Yeah. I mean, nobody's going to have one of these left. You know, I think I still have a set of Don't I have handlebars for VS Slalom?
I have
warehouse?
I have that.
Yeah, we actually vended that. Can you believe we actually had a VS Slalom out in the store?
I do.
And it actually made money, but it wasn't built like for American children. That's the only thing I can say. The kids were rough on that thing. And I mean, they held up really good. I mean, I guess all you know the tricks on Donkey Kongs. When we were vending these, I was buying these new. I was also buying. What happened to the Crazy Kong? You had a Crazy. Well, it's over there. I had a Crazy Kong, but the Donkey Kongs had this notorious slide of plastic straw in here, right through there. You could wiggle it in, and then you could ring up credits. So we'd go there, and they said, that guy's going to have a lot of money in it because they've been playing it non-stop for 5 days. We opened it up, and there's like $20 in it. And we found out they were ringing up credits because we found some straws on the inside. And then the next thing they were doing, see this here? If you push that real hard, you can actually get it to jump out of the monitor groove. You could reach down and then push right on the door. There's a free play button.
Yeah.
So they were ringing up billions of credits that way. So, you know, we had to learn from experience. Now, the only nice thing is you couldn't put a quarter. We used to have people take a quarter, drill a hole in it, put fishing line on it, and drop it through the coin slot. And it would go past the little coin switch, and then they pull it up, down, up, down, up, down. Eventually the fishing wire would break, but they'd already have 40 credits on it or something. And that's when they put the word cutter. If you open up your coin mech and the word is printed on their cutter, you could actually mount a razor blade in there just to cut the fishing line.
Wow. I used to find quarters, you would find it would have a hole drilled in it.
Yeah.
And a little piece of
fishing tape. Huh. We would find that all the time. So they were all that was all happening in 79 through 81.
It still happened in the 2000s.
Or yes, they do. Oh,
they did. Oh, yeah. It's
a
lot of recycling.
Frank worked at the Namco Corporation.
Wow.
Did a lot of their the bowling alley centers, movie theaters.
Yeah, a couple movie theaters, bowling alleys.
Yeah,
and gas stations.
No, just movie theaters.
No, Namco wouldn't be a gas station. Now what's taken the place in a lot of the theaters around here? There's a couple of big vending companies. Tri-County is one.
Yeah.
Tricorp. Let me tell you, when we got into business, if you opened up our yellow pages, there were 3 pages of people in vending companies and business. 3 pages. I was spending at my high point $2,600 a month for Yellow Pages ads. And I was in 36 books, okay? And you had to be under every listing. You had to be under amusement devices. We were under billiards because people looking for a pool table wanted a pinball machine. We were under vending, and then we were under jukeboxes. 4 listings. Some of them I had bigger ads and such. Well, now, if you open up a Yellow Pages, you'll be lucky to find 2 things, 2 paper. The Yellow Pages went from hero to zero really quick. And that was the end of that. So I'm not on the Yellow Pages at all now.
Send it to me on Facebook.
That's why.
Ethan, explain to everybody what we're about to show them.
Okay.
This was Ethan's idea, and I think it's a great idea.
Recently, someone showed up at the Donkey Kong forum and posted a video for this new game they're working on, and it had all sorts of different like game mechanics and combinational like levels where you would see like a hammer on a hammer on a spring stage, or you would see springs on a barrel board. And this guy's been working back and forth with the community a lot now to try and troubleshoot and diagnose and make it so that not only is it something that doesn't have glitches, but it's something that people are going to want to continue to play. So right now it's in the process of being reverse engineered from a new emulator back to the arcade or the main platform, and then ultimately we'll be able to put it onto ROM. It'll be burned onto ROMs, and then it'll be able to go into an arcade machine and do the end game. And we're going to get the creator John on the phone, who's willing to talk to us. He's up in Canada right now. And he's just going to give us a little information about what motivated him to do it, why he likes Donkey Kong so much, what some of the hiccups or hardships have been so far along the way, and what he ultimately plans to do with it when it's done.
All right, here we go.
I'm going to plug in
All right.
John, and then we'll start asking some questions.
If you can zoom in on that, Opie.
So is it actually coming up on the one you guys have?
No. I see the webcam.
Yeah, that's good.
You see the webcam?
You're good, you're good, you're good.
All right, John, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Can the viewers hear John at all with the microphone pickup the way it's set up right now?
Can you see your creation there, my man?
I can see it, yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Well,
So right now it just popped up to one of the bonus scenes.
Oh, that's a bonus scene? So you're not playing it?
No, it is. It's a playable bonus stage.
playable.
Oh, wow.
In these screens, you can't die. You have about 30 seconds. You get like, some crazy amount of barrels.
Turn that down, guys. Alright, we're good.
You try to knock, jump over as many barrels, or try to smash them with the hammer, and you get 10, you get 1,000 points, in addition to the points you normally earn. It's just a way I figured.
So I remember initially, and I kind of touched on this before, but John's done a whole lot of like give and take with the community. Like he'll put out a version, version 1 point whatever, and like he'll take a week's worth of feedback and then come out with a new version based on some of the changes or problems or issues. And like, so I don't know that this was necessarily a problem, but I remember at one point you mentioned something about how you changed, you had to change the detection for the ledges, and it changed the way that you could jump, and it was something about Jumpman hitting his head maybe or something like that for the rivets.
Yeah. On some of the levels, you have platforms very close to each other, and this especially applies to the rivet levels where the floors can collapse now. And you have
So the floors collapse in real time in the rivets.
On top of each other. In the original game code,
It kind of looks like Burger King. Oh, shit.
in the floors. There's never programmed to handle stuff like that. A lot of the level layout in the original game is the way it is because if it was any different, the game would bug out.
Oh, so a lot of it wasn't so much by choice as it was necessity.
Necessity, and once those things got changed, that opens up a whole lot of options in level layout the game handles.
So how many did you have to make a lot of specific changes to the game physics in order for the barrels to be able to do? So like we actually just restarted the video and like it's on or it's on the first screen that we see, which is the barrel board that's almost like you just smashed the blue barrel after it went off the spring and was going back up to the top of the screen. Like
So did you have to add a whole lot of different physics in order for it to be able to support that stuff, or was that kind of just taking pieces that were already there?
Oh, okay.
The
Spring
physics for the
launches
barrel,
up a barrel so it comes right back down again.
They weren't programmed to run the way they are now, but there's actually 2 modes for the barrels. There's one where they're just pulling on the girders 1 pixel down
this
every
is like,
16 horizontal pixels. And then when they reach the ledges and they start falling down, a little physics routine takes over. And they're actually
yeah, kind of like
well,
Burger Time.
it's a physics simulation in Donkey Kong. It's pretty interesting. I use the exact same thing. When the barrels hit the spring at the bottom, it's not a canned path that they take up. I just set them go speed, velocity this, and they go up and they come down on their own. So they hit bumps twice, and then they go back to regular rolling.
So like, how about the switch on the rivets? Was that something that you had to design on your own?
Yeah, that I had to put in. That's a brand new thing. There's no such thing like that in the old game.
Well, all right, John. I want to say thanks a lot. Thanks for all your hard work. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for your motivation and dedication. There's a lot of people excited about this game. Wall jumps.
There he is.
Jumping off a wall.
Yo, Gil.
What's up, Mr. Knuckles?
How are you?
I'm doing well, man.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, tell us all about what's going on, so we can start promoting this this shindig. It's going on the 19th of September.
That is correct. The video game con, the Master Paul Solomon's putting on the first New Jersey-based retro and modern video game convention. Mr. Knuckles and I are organizing the classic and modern arcade room with some help from Mr. Tucky, Mr. Vince Del Russo from Video Game 911. We got Anthony Delgado out of New York, big collector with a lot of rare games, helping us out also.
19th of September.
19th of September in Parsippany, New Jersey. It's all day. It's Saturday in the morning till like wee hours of the night. What is the address? Do you remember, Gil?
It's right over by the Burger King off of Route 46 and in Parsippany. I forget the actual name of the street, but right off Route 46.
So if you go to Burger King, jam a few burgers down your girl's throat, and then head on over to the show, you'll be all right.
Right, Ed?
That's exactly the case.
Yeah.
Mr. Tucky, you got an inventory of what you're bringing for us yet? Are you there?
Well,
He's here.
I certainly don't have it in the top of my head, but I was going to bring some rare cabarets.
Rare cabarets. That sounds like a winner.
So, some ones that people haven't seen at all. A couple. I'm going to have a Warlord's cocktail. Obviously, that would be stupid not to bring it. I'm going to bring my cabaret play choice. I was going to bring the Nintendo Space Demon, which was their first game, a color game, I guess. I think it was before Sheriff. The only cabaret they made other than Donkey Kong. And then I made...
What about Jump Bug? Can you bring that?
I don't have a Jump Bug.
Gil, you know anybody has a Jump Bug?
Jump
I
Bug's
don't know anyone that
such a
has
great
one,
game. That's Rockola's best game they ever made. And then we're thinking of bringing the Quasar. I'm just worried about it getting damaged.
So, Gil, what are you bringing, brother?
You know, I don't have the list in front of me, but I was going to bring a millipede on over there. I'm really contemplating bringing my Twilight Zone pinball machine that I just got, even though it's beautiful and I don't want anybody to touch it either. But it's almost one of those things you have to share with people because it's so friggin' awesome. So that's likely coming. My Dragon's Lair laser, I'll be bringing that one out there. And a couple of others that are on the list. So I think right now so far, including Todd's games, we've got about 35 or 40, and I think the room fits about 50. So we're getting close to capacity, and I'm sure we'll hit that.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, another special announcement, Mr. BasementArcade.com himself, Mark Davidson from New Jersey, is going to be joining us out there also.
Cool. What's he bringing?
He's bringing a Tempest. I'm going to see if I can finagle him to bring some more stuff, but that one he's committed so far.
All right, good. It's going to be a good event. And we also have, just so you guys know, Joel West from the movie Chasing Ghosts. He'll be there, and he's going to be playing Berserk, Slow Bullets, and Fast Bullets, trying to beat both the slow bullets and the fast bullets record on the same day. Billy Mitchell will be there playing Donkey Kong. Maybe Wes Copeland playing Donkey Kong. Maybe even Daniels playing Donkey Kong. Also, not only Billy Mitchell and Joel West, but I'm going to play some Space Invaders and try to take my record to a new height. So we're going to have some fun that day.
Yeah.
All right, Gil. So let's start promoting this shit. Let's get it underway and start really pumping it.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys and everything you do, and keep this going, man. We'll see you all soon.
But we do
Is
have
probably is it probably too soon for Kong Off 5 info?
Believe it or not, Kong Off 5 is already locked and set in stone. Kong Off 5 is going to be back in Pittsburgh again with Replay FX. But we're going to do a small event, which I've been keeping really private, in California in January.
California, by the way, just so you know.
California, we're doing what is known as the Kong Off 4.5, and it's a mini Kong Off. And everybody's got to pre-register with me if they can make it and get out there. And it's going to be just a high score contest for one day, and I'm going to bring as many Donkey Kongs as I can to get you guys some practice and halfway in the middle. So January. But I need to know out of the top 12, I'm picking the top 12, the first 6 people that contact me and say they want to go are going to compete in the Kong Off 4.5. All right, so we're signing off. We're going to go home and go to bed. We have a birthday party here tomorrow. And
What time? You got to clean up first.
Yeah, we got to clean up, and we're going to be
Listen,
here.
why don't you save some money and use the pizza you had tonight?
That's a good idea.
Cycle.
That's a good idea. Todd is
There's
so
leftover
frugal.
pizza. There's tons of leftover pizza.
Yes, tons.
Todd's always thinking.
He's very frugal.
Well, watch the Jersey Jack video and you'll see what Jersey Jack did with the pizza boxes on me.
Yeah, it was pretty
And
funny.
you weren't there.
I was sitting right there. I picked up the garbage.
Oh.
I'm the one who cleaned up.
How far of a drive you got?
Watch the video. I'm the one throwing the boxes in the garbage while you're trying to eat the cheese off of the floor.
Looking like good cheese goes.
I know. It was good cheese.
You're lucky.
Yeah. All right.
Do a quick pan around. Everybody that survived.
All right. Todd said do a quick pan
I
around.
could sleep in a little bit not having it.
Did everybody stay with us? I think they did.
I don't think anybody left.
Nope.
Bye, everybody.
Still here.
Yep. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
They changed positions.
Oh yeah, I want to give a shout out to my friend Mark, who does the Kong Off marquee boxes, as you can see, all lit up and shiny, all nice. They look awesome. If you want to grab a Kong Off 4 marquee box, you can contact me and I'll get through him. So check it out. Look how good they look.
They're pretty
Cool.
awesome.
And there's a Kong Off 3 one back there. And also too, I have about, I don't know, maybe 8 marquees left. If you want to buy a marquee, email me quick. They're going like hotcakes. All right, so we'll see you guys later. We're out of here. Good night, everybody. Say good night.
Well, you got through the short version. If any of you have stamina, you're welcome to watch the 2.5-hour version. It's video 1026. There's the link there if you want to see that. But we covered pretty much everything that happened in this shorter version. We hope you stuck with us the whole hour. And I think it's only appropriate we end with living is good. Good night. Good night. Now, get lost!